Hello and welcome to this video. I bought a Ducati on Copart using the buy it now button since, well, the price seemed fair and I didn't want to let it go on auction. Let's find out together if that was a fair price after all. I'll bring you along. But first, we had a 12-hour drive ahead of us, from Denmark to southern Germany. Let's go. So, just got back home from Copart after a 1,000-kilometer drive with this thing. So far, the bike is actually looking better than expected, I'd say. It's gonna be a small rebuild. Not too much work to do to get this back on the streets. Let's just do a quick walk around. Obviously, the mirror is missing. The front fairing is shut. I was very concerned about the headlight being damaged because you couldn't really tell on the auction pictures, but to my surprise, there is no damage at all to it. The bike was crashed on this side, obviously, and I saw these scratches on the pictures, but was very concerned that whether or not this would be cracked. But it seems perfectly fine, and the lights up and everything, no issues. But yeah, damage wise, we got the front, side mirror, windscreen, upper fairing on the left side and the lower fairing on the left side. Right mirror is okay. Tiny scratches right here, I think. Yeah, down here. It's very minor, so I guess that's gonna be fine. Then I noticed when I tried to start the bike and put it into gear that the bike would creep forward even though the clutch was pulled in. And then I looked, you can see this like banana shape, so handlebars pushed to the left, which results in you're not able to pull in the clutch entirely. So whenever I start the bike in gear like this, it will creep forward. So clip-on needs to be replaced. The tank is perfectly fine on this side. So we got the fairings, and then the gear lever down here is snapped off, and then we got the foot peg needs to be replaced because of, well, doesn't really seem like it's broken, but it is scratched, and I guess these are very cheap, so I'll replace that. And then this one as well, I guess. And this one as well, because it's scratched like this and doesn't look too good. Depends really on the price of it. And then down here on the swing arm, you can tell there's a little bit of scratching, but I guess after a good wash, this will look a lot better. I don't know if it's worth the trouble to paint it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what makes sense to do. And then up here, there's no really damage to this. This is fine. This one is almost fine. I think I will replace it either way because down back here it is scratched. I don't know if it's worth it to try and repaint it. That might make sense to repaint it instead. I don't know if it's a difficult color to match up, but I guess I have to look into that. And then obviously the license plate bracket is done. But other than that, that's pretty much it, damage-wise. So yeah, the bike starts all right. No real issues there, except there is one thing I'm a little bit concerned about that I was not aware of. That whenever the bike starts, these three lights you can go, and here the ABS, the fuel light, and the, I don't know what that is actually, I guess it's traction control or something, together with the low fuel light down here is flashing even when the bike is started, and they keep flashing. And I have no idea what that indicates. My best guess so far is that it might have to do with the battery voltage being low, because when I picked up the bike and started it for the first time, it was like you could hear it. It had been sat outside for a long time, and the bike was struggling to start. So I hope that it has to do with a low voltage. But so first thing I'm going to try is remove the fairing and charge up the battery. To my surprise, the battery is actually on right down here under the engine and not under the seat, where you would usually find it. Like on this bike, you have it under the seat. But I've never had a Ducati before, and I guess that's one of those Ducati things. So yeah, I'm gonna hook it up to a charger and see if that might help clear that issue. So let's hook this one up. Positive, negative. There we go. It's giving me 3 out of 7. So I'm starting to doubt whether or not it has to do with the battery, since the arrow codes it's flashing with, but I'll just show you what it does whenever it started. It's a neutral, and then these 3 just keep flashing after I started. And you can tell the fuel light just keeps flashing as well. So yeah. Gonna have to figure that out. Come back when I'll have the battery charged. So, battery is now fully charged, and And the error persists, so it's still flashing. Yeah, still flashing, so don't know what that's about, but gotta have to figure that out later. Might have to take it to, I don't know, DUCATI shop or something who can plug in a diagnostic if I don't find anything online telling me or giving me an idea of what it is. Yeah. Alright, I think that's it for this video. Follow up the next one when I hopefully have a lot of parts come in for this bike so we can get it rebuilt.